Good evening, good evening. Hey, thanks for stopping by the Champion Principles YouTube channel today. And no, I'm not talking about education, but today I'm going to talk about a social type of concern. And I've hit on this a couple times before when I mentioned the fatherless generation, excuse me. But we're talking about our boys again, guys. And I have a boy at my house who I've been raising for 15 years. And I see some things that have worked with him. I see some things that I need to do a better job on. But I do firmly believe that whether it's good or whether it's bad, it's a direct reflection of his parents. There are some things that we could do better, but I think there's things that we have done a great job on. And hopefully that has given him that foundation to help him make the right decisions in life. Now, with all kids and all boys and girls, they're still going to do good things and they're going to do bad things. We all did. But one of the keys to it is just like building a house. You want to make sure that you build that house strong and solid from the ground up. If that foundation is not strong, that house is going to crumble. It won't last as long as it's supposed to last. And that's the same thing with our boys and girls. And being an educator, guys, I see it every day. You can see and you can tell the difference between children who come from strong homes. I didn't say rich homes. I said strong homes, solid homes with rules and procedures in place. And those rules and procedures must be enforced and they must be carried out. There got to be some type of expectations. And you know, we as adults and we as men, we got to ask ourselves, how in the world can our boys grow into strong men if we did not set good examples? And I know people always get offended when I talk about stuff like this. I know they always want to say this and that, but that's how the world operates. If you want to be great at something, you got to have a great mentor. We cannot possibly expect our boys and girls to do the right things if that man is not there to guide them and lead them. And again, like I said on a video one time, I have nothing to do with the mom and the relationship you have with the mom. Man, I do a lot of things. And many men do a lot of things that they don't want to do, or do things that are different, you know, and do things that they may not be happy with doing, or you got to do what you got to do. Ask yourself, what are you here for today? Are you here for just you? Or are you here for the seeds that you brought into this world? See, I'm here for the seeds I brought into this world. I'm here for the children. Yeah, I want things in life, and I want to be happy, and I want to do this and that. But at the end of the day, my son is up next. It's my responsibility to make sure I teach him the key fundamentals in life. When I get upset, I try to show him, how do you deal with being upset? When my feelings are hurt, how do you deal with that? When I face adversity, how is he going to deal with adversity? When it's time to deal with failure, how do you deal with failure? It's just the basic, simple things in life. And just having basic conversations with your children, talking to them, listening to them, giving them advice even when they do not want advice. It's not about hammering them and smashing them every time they say something or whatever. Sometimes you just got to listen, pay attention, observe, listen when they talk to their friends. Don't let them have everything. Don't let them go everywhere. They can't get it all. I don't even feel comfortable with my 15-year-old just going to hang out at different friends' houses and things like that. I like to try to keep a good eye on him, at least until, you know, he get out of my house. I just want to have a good hold on him so I can at least know what he's doing and who he's doing it with. Don't be afraid to talk to your kids. Talk to them about everything. I'll talk with me and my boy. We talk about the gun violence. We talk about the different teachers in the classroom. We talk about racism. We talk about sex. I want him to at least ask me before he's going to ask somebody in the neighborhood. Asking his homeboys, they don't know what they doing. At least I know what I'm doing. You got to have those conversations with your boys and girls, and you got to actually also plant things in their head. You know, I've been talking about college since he was born. Now, whether you like college or not, that's on you. But as far as me and mine is concerned, I want him to go to college. I want him to go get a trade. I want him to have both, so he can basically take care of himself and his family. I want him to be exposed to church and things like that. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are, but it do matter that you have an understanding of what church is, and you understand that God is the reason why we're here and that we're blessed. I want him to have empathy for others who may not have as much as he have, but we can't depend on the mom to do all that. And that's one thing I always see is that, it seems like that mom is the one who's held accountable and responsible, and she's the one who's always there, while sometimes dad just not in the picture. I don't have anything to do with the reasons why dad's not in the picture, but I'm telling you, it's going to make a huge difference if you're not in the picture. If you're in the picture, it's going to turn out differently. I guarantee you. Whether it's that discipline piece, for some reason the boys seem to respond to the dad better than they respond to the mom in many cases. A lot of times mom is basically just nurturing that boy, and a lot of times they make a bunch of excuses for him and all that kind of stuff, where dad's going to hold them accountable. They need to be held accountable at a young age, and we got to stop making excuses for them, because we keep making them excuses for them. Oh, we're going to be okay, Johnny. Johnny going to keep doing that for the rest of his life. You're going to be taking care of Johnny for the rest of his life in prison. You have to hold him accountable today, now. And, that's one thing I just want to keep encouraging the men. Men, you matter. You matter, guys. And we just have to make sure that we are teaching our boys and girls what they need to know. Because if you don't teach them, they're going to learn from somewhere else. They're going to learn from somewhere else. Hear me clearly. So don't be all shocked when you see them in the news, when you see them getting arrested for this and that. Ask yourself, what did you teach them, or what did you not teach them? We have to hold ourselves accountable. If you believe education is important, they're going to believe it's important. If you believe in treating their mom is good, or treating them the right way, they're going to believe it's the right thing to do. If you teach them, hey, I say it all the time, to go out and wear gangster gear, they're going to think it's okay to wear gangster gear. It's what you teach them. Think about, what are you teaching your sons? Are you teaching them anything? Are you in the picture? Are you not in the picture? Think about it. So how can you be upset with them if you're not even in the picture? If you're not making sure that you're going to work, well, I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3 jobs. You're putting them in an environment that they can feel safe, that they're not in an environment where they got to go gang bang, where they got to feel they need to go have a weapon or whatever the case may be, where they're not being bullied and things of that nature. What environment are they in? You got to think about that. And what culture are you creating for them? Huh? Are you showing them a culture of you going to work every day? Are you going to school every day? Are you showing them a culture? Are you throwing up gang signs? That you got a pistol? I got a pistol too, but guess what? My son ain't never even seen it. He don't need to see it. Because I don't believe in brandishing weapons and things like that. Throwing up signs and all that. That's not what it's about to me. But what are you teaching yours? What are you teaching them? Are you being abusive to them or to the mom or whatever the case may be? Are you verbally being abusive? All those things matter. All of it matter. So I just want to keep encouraging our men. Step up to the plate. Handle your business. Stop making excuses and allowing excuses. It's up to us to guide our boys and girls. And I'm not going to sit here and say that our kids still won't mess up and do wrong. Yeah, I'm sure they will. But it's just like a house. Provide that strong foundation, you can live in it forever. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.